strike zone. This is one of the few that does it.
And there are 2 away now.
Batting third, the left fielder, Ryan Mountcastle.
Digging in now, Ryan Mountcastle. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. Now the pitch.
Mic check. All right, we're going to start out by a little bit of hitting practice. Sorry about that. I didn't have my mic unmuted. Welcome everybody for joining the stream. Just kind of getting a little warm up here. Some batting practice before we jump into the March to October. Got Ozuna. Good pitch. And we are playing on the PS5. Oh, he ran it down. Oh, that's a good one. But right to center field. Yeah. Good one. I am swinging at everything. Hey, what's up, Nate? How are you, sir? That may be out of here. Yep. I'm doing pretty good, man. Doing pretty good. Just ready for the weekend to get here, I tell you that much. All right, let's see. Yeah, I'm pretty excited for the show 21. I'm pretty excited for it. Well, I'm most excited to hear what changes they're going to have for the next gen consoles. I'm actually happy for the Xbox people. They finally get a chance to have a true baseball game, because it has been quite some time since anybody. No! This March to October campaign cannot be authenticated by this console. I may continue but not be eligible for Team Affinity. Okay, that's fine. It's not that big a deal. But yeah, man. When's it come out? Like March? It's like, is it March 6th or March 16th? Let's see. It is... I guess it's March 16th is when it's going to release, and it's going to be cross-platform, which is going to be awesome. Oh, this hamburger is ridiculous, mother. Ugh. What is that underneath it? What is that? Gross. Oh yeah, I mean that's the 2K was pretty good for a while, and then it became really stale, and that's when the show was at its peak. I mean, competition is always good for video games because it forces the developers to try to, really become creative and outdo their competition. But once you get rid of the competition, it's just like they tend to kind of sit back.
Ready for another chance? Matt Olson. It was a two-bagger for him in his last
volume
at-bat.
We got Matt Olson.
He's set and the pitch.
And we are now in our March to October with the Oakland Athletics. I forgot to review the screen, but I think we're doing really good. We're definitely projected to make the playoffs.
Oh, and he had him guessing there, and it's a ball and a strike.
So bottom of the eighth.
Great pitch in that situation. If he makes contact on that one,
down by 2.
Likely he's hitting into a double play.
Come on, Matt.
1-1. Here it comes. Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2.
But we are playing on the PS5.
Working for the punch out and the offering. Just a bit high with the fastball, but didn't get
And I mean, it looks great on the 4K TV with 60 frames.
Tried to fool him with the changeup, but he won't offer at it. 3-2.
Because right now, I am playing on, is it right here? Resolution, I'm playing on sharper. Yeah, see. So this is the highest resolution you can get, and it's like really smooth. Because on previous gen, it would be like 30 frames or less.
I think he was trying to be a little too fine there, and a walk is the result. Well, the good news is he has a force at every base. The bad news, a single probably drives in a couple of runs.
Here comes the first pitch.
Come on, Chris.
Chris Davis stands in as he checks his swing here
Now
for strike 1. On the season,
bases are loaded. Come on, Chris.
Line a little over the 260 mark.
No.
Took something off there as this pitch is in the dirt, but handled
That's
quickly
weird.
behind
Why
the
would he
plate.
throw it there? CJ Edwards signing to the Braves?
Ready, here's the
No, I didn't hear that.
pitch. Took something off there
When did that
as this
happen? Was
pitch
that
is in
today?
the dirt, but handled quickly behind the
By the way,
plate.
what's up, Zach? Come on, Chris.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes.
Man, this
In the
pitcher
dirt and block behind
is
the
struggling
plate.
now.
And a nice job to keep the runners at bay as the count moves to 2-2.
2-2.
Pause now.
No.
And this
Way
is
outside.
swung on and missed a huge out there as the bases will stay loaded.
All right, come on, Chapman.
with 2 away.
It happened Tuesday.
So that brings
Man,
up
I've been
the
out of
always
the
intense
loop on a lot of
Matt
things,
Chapman.
man.
And Dan,
I haven't
this
really
could
been
be a
on
real
Twitter.
make or break situation at this point in the game.
Yeah, Matt, at least
Like,
scoring 1 run in
keeping
this
up
inning
with
is
it
so important to them
for the
to
past
possibly
couple
get back
weeks, to
into
be
this
honest.
thing. Baseball doesn't have a clock, but you only have
Come on,
27
Chapman.
outs to work with. They're running out of those pretty quick.
Ready with the 1-0.
Oh, come
And
on,
it
Unc.
looked like ball 2 below the knees, but it's ruled a strike, and that evens the count at 1-1. Trying to hang a 0.
Oh, my
Here's the
gosh.
pitch.
That was my pitch right there.
1-2 now.
Hey, this is a huge pitch right here. It would be demoralizing to watch this inning slip away.
1-2.
Able
It's
to
a good
protect
slider.
the plate with 2 strikes, and he'll see another one.
No.
Comes back to get him. So a
Dang
great
it.
job pitching out of it with the bases loaded. New inning set to get underway, and set to go is
Oh,
the
that's a
veteran
horrible
first
pitch.
baseman, Chris Davis. Off we go in the 9th as the first pitch misses for ball 1.
What's the special day? What is the day on the game?
Lifted down the line in left. And they can't
Let's
run it
see.
down.
Well, somebody's sitting off speed right here.
Let me
Only
see.
way.
What's my side hat show? Zoom in. Is this Veterans Day or something in the game?
Davis waits on the 1-1.
All right, so we got hit him with that slurve. Got him.
And a swing and a miss. Good pitch there for the first out here in the ninth.
Ninth.
Rio Ruiz to the plate
my
now.
pitch is
He could
hurting.
really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. This is in the
There we
air
go.
out to left field. Pham.
Good catch,
Drift
Pham.
over to his right a few steps as he takes it for the second out. Digging in and looking for more, Richie Martin.
let's
He comes
see.
into this appearance in the midst of a 1 for 4 day. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
No, let's go ahead and put Soria in.
Joaquin Soria takes over now with 2 gone here in the top of inning number 9.
No, sorry, let's go ahead and jump right into it.
And he watches a called strike as this one bears in on him. 1-1. A ball and 2 strikes to the Orioles shortstop.
Curveball. It should get him. Yep.
And that's a swinging strike 3 in the dirt. And the throw to first ends the inning.
All right, guys, let's do it. Let's do it.
1, 2, 3 go the Orioles. And it's still 3-1. Paul Fry takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door. Outfielder Stephen Piscotty the next to hit. It was a walk in his last trip. Oh, and a hearty cut there to begin the at-bat.
Timing's off.
0-1.
Got to get back used to this game again.
Outside for a ball, 1-1. Bounce it to the left side. He's got it. And the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out.
So what kind of changes are you guys expecting for MLB The Show 21? What are you hopeful for?
Digging in, Franklin Barreto. No hits in 3 tries so far. He struck out once. Here's the first pitch to him. Good slider there, and he gets ahead of him. 0-1.
Someone on this offense needs to take it upon themselves to have a quality AB and start the line moving again.
Oh my gosh.
A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
It's funny, that pitch, I can picture being in the box. That pitch looks so good to hit, and why does no one ever get to it? A good executed high fastball usually blows.
He said Freddie's wife's babies are due. How many kids? Are they having twins or something? Man,
And that is swung on and missed.
I'm batting
Things
horribly.
are starting to look bleak here for the home 9. There are 2 away now. Digging in to try
Murphy.
it again, Sean Murphy. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the 9th.
Wow.
First pitch is a slider called for a strike. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. Now here it comes. 2 balls and a
This
strike.
ump, man. Can't really tell what his strike zone
Hard
is.
to short. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. Throw on to first, and the Orioles have put an end to
All
their
right, no
40.
rally. Gosh, they really rub it in on you, don't you? Failed. So as far as the PS5 goes in this game, like I said, the the sharper video setting and the smooth frames really it plays very good. At this point, it's not really much to this game that they can do as far as in this particular version, MLB The Show 20 on the on the PS5. It's not really much that you can do to really just enhance it, because it's not like an action adventure game or a first-person shooter. And baseball, just by its nature, is not a fast-paced game. So you just have your moments here and there where there's, where you can really see like the frames really show, and the like the graphics itself on a 4K TV. Right now I'm playing on a 1080p monitor because I'm streaming. But I mean, it looks nice on a 4K TV. So things I'm kind of looking forward to on MLB The Show 21. I'm looking forward first for it to maintain 4K at 60 frames. It shouldn't be any reason why they can't do it. And I say 60, this is 4K 60 frames, but it's actually not quite a full 60 frames. I mean, it's probably somewhere in the 50, 55, somewhere, because there are times where I can see, like, especially when at bat, I can kind of see how when somebody has a bat that moves, you can kind of see, it kind of have a slight stutter in the movement. So I know it's not a full 60, but it's really close. But, like, I really hope they put an emphasis on franchise and the whole recruiting aspect, and not focus so much. Like, I don't want them to go the way of Madden and go so strong on the Diamond Dynasty part of the game, because I know that's a big revenue generator. But that's the problem Madden is having, and that's why this year's Madden is horrible, and it got low scores. And the next gen version of Madden is actually worse than the current last gen version, because they've put all their focus and attention on the monetization part of the game, and they forget about the core of the game, which is the franchise mode, the season mode, just the overall just gameplay. They just look at everything as online and head to head and opening packs and stuff like that, and that's a big issue that's hurting the sports games now. So Sony San Diego, they've been pretty good about keeping the core gameplay solid, and not where there's a lot of things that make you just scratch your head like, how did this get past them? And I'm hopeful, because this game that's coming out, the MLB The Show 21, this is going to be, they won't allow year-to-year saves to carry over. So hopefully that means that they've revamped a lot of stuff and they want us to experience it, because that's what kind of hurt them up to this point, is where they allowed us to bring our saves over from year to year. So what they really did was, there was no need to start over a new Road to the Show character, because you just continue where you are. So there was really no urgency for them to create a new experience from the start of your career all the way through. And the same goes for your franchise. So hopefully with this time off between generations of the consoles, I think, let's be honest, they've probably been working on MLB The Show 21 since probably 2019, or maybe even late 2018. So hopefully they've really been, hacking away at it to make it the best experience. So we'll see. I really hope player models look a little bit better. They've improved over the years, but I think a lot of the player models still look a bit unrealistic proportionally. Like, shoulders are too broad. Definitely the shoes, like the feet or the shoes, are extremely large. They almost look like clown shoes. If you really look at it, compared to the dimensions of the actual body, the shoes are very big. So they need to hone that in a little bit. Better face scans. Try to make them more realistic to the players that they're trying to replicate. Also, facial expressions. Make them have more facial expressions, because, like, they've improved more animations as far as the body goes with the characters. Like, you notice if you get a good hit, your character makes it to base, and then they do some stuff like this. They'll point, do all this stuff to the dugout. But it's still kind of lifeless in the face. Like it's not really that person doing it. It's almost like a robot just going through the motions. So improve that. Hopefully we have some depth of field camera angles where they really brings the action to a more realistic camera approach. Right now, when you start a game up, everything's in clear view from the pitcher all the way to the outfield wall. Everything's sharp. There's no blurriness in the background to simulate focus on the pitcher. And now, if you guys remember, I did a video a few months back kind of replicating what I call like the eagle eye vision camera. So hopefully they take that into account and look at that. They definitely got to do something to Road to the Show. They got to do something Road to the Show because it's very still. Hey, what's up, Jake? What else could they do? Have more uniforms for each team. I know for the longest time, let me take these headphones off because I can't hear anything. For the longest time, they've had just kind of some standard uniforms and a few alternates. They have increased that over the past couple games, but I think they can go even more with it because there's still a lot of uniforms for teams that are missing. So hopefully they can do some more with that. Show the minor league some love. They can really, really like open up a whole new world of baseball to people if they really went in and focused on some of the minor league stuff. Get some of these parks, like some of these minor league parks, like have some that's more realistic, not so fantasy like, so fictional kind of ballparks that they have. Kind of really lean into the more realistic side of some of these minor league ballparks. It shouldn't be hard to do because it's not like they have a lot going on. They really like a lot of these minor league ballparks are just really boring. But that's okay in the context of a video game because that's what you want to separate them from the pros. That's what makes it unique. Have more alternates for the minor league uniforms? Definitely. Oh, cool, Jake. You got a PS5? How are you enjoying it so far? But if I'm being honest with you guys, for the PS5 as a whole, if you don't have one yet, you're not really missing out on much. There aren't a lot of games out there that really take advantage of it now. Like there are some games that are like this right here. I haven't played Control yet, but the Ultimate Edition, it has been updated with checkerboard 4K and 60 frames per second. Miles Morales, I do have that somewhere on here. So here are the games that are like updated for next gen: Rainbow Six, Black Ops. At least these are the games that I have. Control, of course, Fortnite, Astral Playroom, Warframe. So like these games look great. They look fantastic, but right now they're not necessarily game changers. I haven't played this yet because I haven't finished beating the first one, the regular Spider-Man game. So I want to beat that before I jump into this. Destiny, I will say that is one game that looks and feels completely different from its PS4 version or its last gen version. Like this is really something that makes you feel next gen. So I'm loving that. But yeah, you probably won't see like the full power of these games until later this year. Definitely in 2022, games are really going to show you the full power of what the next gen consoles can do. Whether you have a Series X, which I have a Series X right there, as well as the PS5. So I can't wait to see what these game developers, how they take advantage of that power. Which edition do I have as far as PS5? I have the regular version. I went with the non-digital version because I still have some discs that I like to play. That if I want to have the option to go back and use my disc for certain games. Also, I have plenty of Blu-rays up here on my bookshelf here. So I didn't want to negate that because I just want to be able to have options, basically. Which do I prefer, Xbox or PS5? Well, let's see. I have to kind of break it down into categories. This probably would have been a nice video for me to put together, but I don't know if I really have time to do all that. When it comes to user interface, you know, like all of this stuff, hold on, like how the menus and everything looks, I honestly prefer Xbox. And even though Xbox didn't change much with their user interface, the familiarity that I have with it, it's easier to just jump in and do what I feel. I'm just comfortable with how it's set up, right? PlayStation, you know, for a long time, many people have suggested they need to have a new user interface, and I agree, because it was just like kind of, it didn't have really any flow to it. But I think the way they done it this time, they kind of went just the opposite of what they did have. Like if you held down the PlayStation button on the last gen on PS4, you would get a menu pop up of some things that you're used to seeing. If you hold it down now, it just brings you here, and like you can't make any adjustments. So they kind of reversed it. You have to tap the button to come down here now to get all those things that you did in the last game, or you can add stuff that's missing. Like, it's just really weird. It's just really weird. As far as games, next gen games go, I think PlayStation has an edge on the games like that are next gen, because they have the Miles Morales. I mean, I don't know, they have some games that are exclusive to them that really makes a difference. Like you have the Ghost of Tsushima. Like, so a lot of these games have received some upgrades that makes it. I see you, Jake. I got you. A lot of these games just makes a difference when you're playing, because a lot of these are multi-platform anyway. But if you can have the same games on each console, but then you have some exclusives that are great, like this Miles Morales game, then you know it can be a game changer. It could be, but the key to the PlayStation 5 that kind of puts it ahead of the Xbox is this controller. And the controller has haptic feedback in them, which, like, for a game like, let's say, Call of Duty, when you're pulling your trigger, it actually feels like a trigger on a gun. You have some resistance and almost like a clicking motion. I wouldn't recommend you use it when you're playing multiplayer, because it can probably be a disadvantage to you. But like when you play games like Astro's Playroom, even what else has this feedback in it? Rainbow Six has the feedback. Some other games have feedback. So it's a preference, but all things considered, if you don't have either one and you're looking for which one should I get, I would probably say PS5 for the majority of people. But if you have specific like things that you're looking for in the console, like for me, I'm used to playing with paddles or like extra buttons on the back of my controller. So Xbox, you can still use your Xbox. What's the name of it? What's the controller called? It's the Elite Series 2, and that has the paddles on the back. So again, everything that I had on the Xbox One X, I have on my Xbox Series X. So everything feels comfortable to me, and there's really no change other than the games look better and they play better. So for me, I kind of give Xbox the slight edge for now, overall. But when it comes to like specifics and feel when you're playing the game, this controller with the PlayStation is hard to beat. It is hard to beat. So I think with that, I'm going to go ahead and jump off. I wanted to just stream a little bit longer, play a little bit longer tonight, but I'll probably do it on Friday. I'll have more time to kind of really focus. I'm just want to get back into streaming and providing more content to you guys. So that's kind of where I am right now. So I will be coming back tomorrow, and I'll be streaming some MLB. And I hope you guys are there as well. But until then, I'm Mr. Lux, a.k.a. The Married Gamer, and I'm out.